Hello and welcome to Monday's programme. I'm Kylie Pentelow.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. A couple from Torbay say they're being unfairly targeted by local authorities for taking their son out of school and on holiday during term time.
Joe and Gordon McCrindle own a restaurant in Torquay and say it's impossible to take holidays during school breaks when they're at their busiest.
Well, they've been fined for going on a holiday to Spain, and now if they ignore the warnings, could be taken to court, as Richard Lawrence now reports. So what's the government response on this? Well, let's join David Wood, who's at Westminster for us. So, David, it takes a firm stance, doesn't it?
It does, Kylie.
On to other news now. A public consultation on a proposed upgrade to the A30 in Cornwall began today. The project...
Children's services in Somerset are improving since being rated inadequate in 2015, but there is still work to be done. That's according to Ofsted. Following
a new railway station at Oakhampton is being considered. It's part of... Now, a children's gym at a holiday park near Newquay hopes to reopen just months after it was destroyed by fire, thanks to a huge community effort.
The fire ripped through the building at Summer Court the night before it was due to open a £100,000 extension. In the meantime, gym sessions are being held at various locations in Cornwall and Devon. Steve Hardy is at the holiday park for us this evening. And Steve, a real example here of two communities coming together.
Now, a medical centre in Yeovil has shared an open letter to its patients apologising for the way it's treating them.
Riles Park Medical Centre acknowledged people were finding it difficult to get an appointment. It's blaming difficulties recruiting new GPs. David Woodland is outside the surgery for us. David, the very frank admission in this letter.
Now you're watching ITV News here in the West Country with John T and Kylie. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. There's still plenty more to come on tonight's programme before 6:30, including...
And after this programme, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details.
You won't want to miss that. Now, they have inspired some of our most famous poets, from Samuel Coleridge to William Wordsworth. And now a special project is underway to save and protect our ancient trees and coastal woodlands.
Well, to find out more, Bob Cruz has been on the Quantox and has sent this report.
Beautiful, aren't they? Now, could he be the next Tom Daley or even go one better? Well, Plymouth diver Matthew Dixon is certainly on his way. He's on course to take part in the Commonwealth Games after winning gold at the weekend's British Diving Championships.
Yes, the 17-year-old also won synchronised silver in front of a home crowd at Plymouth's Life Centre. Claire Manning is there with him this evening. Claire, there he is with his medals. What a weekend. Thanks very much indeed, Matthew Dixon, a name to look out for in the future,
stuff.
I think.
It's time to move on to football now, and it wasn't that long ago that Plymouth Argyle were bottom of League One with talk of possible relegation. But
the Pilgrims have turned things around. Elsewhere, it wasn't a good weekend as far as our rugby sides were concerned. They were all playing away.
There's been medal success on the water over at the Sailing World Cup in Miami. Stuart Bithell for certainly looks like nicer weather in Miami than here, doesn't it? Now, anyone who's played football, rugby or hockey on artificial turf will tell you all about those painful knee or elbow injuries from falling.
Yes, but now a new type of pitch has been created that its makers say is kinder on the body and the environment as well. And many clubs in our region are showing an interest in using it. Here's Kate Prout.
Well, it's good, but it's not cheap, is it?
No.
Now, before we get the forecast, our weatherman Alex has breezed through to the next round of ITV's Dancing on Ice. Very well, Alex.
Yeah, he's doing very well. Well, it is weather time now, and it's been a bit of a grey January day out there today. This was how it...
Hello to you again, a very good evening. Well, it's set to feel really quite chilly in the next few hours, quite breezy as well. A colder theme as the week continues, as temperatures are set to slide away with a return to frosty nights in some locations. We've got high pressure generally dominating our weather situation in the next few hours. Calm and quiet for the majority, just a slight breeze around the coastlines, but this feature set to turn things just a little soggy as we go into tomorrow. The rain not amounting to too much, mind you. In the next few hours, not too much going on. Temperatures set to fall under the clearer starry skies, so a little colder than last night across the likes of Devon and remote spots of Cornwall. We could see close to and just a touch below freezing, so a slight frost developing as we go into the small hours around the coast of Cornwall. Well, staying generally frost-free here, but a very nippy start tomorrow morning. Cold for those up bright and early. crisp and clear, some lovely morning sunshine perking us up, but we will see more in the way of cloud cover rolling its way in from the west as we head into the end of the morning and the first stages of the afternoon. A bit more of a breeze by then, outbreaks of rain just tickling fringes of western Cornwall by the early afternoon, not making too much progress as we head through the day. Many parts of Devon staying mostly dry but thickening cloud here, and after such a cold start those temperatures set to recover, not that we'll notice with the blustery winds, and stays really quite blustery as the week wears on. The best of the sunshine reserved for Thursday, but staying very chilly out there with frosty nights.
Lucy, thanks very much. And just before we go, a quick reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening.
But that is it from the two of us tonight. I'll be back to bring you the late news. That's at the usual time of 10:30.
Now I'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. For all of us here, enjoy your evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6. Bye-bye.